Hello guys, and welcome to the Summer Scare Readathon vlog. Now, technically it is the night before it starts. It's like 10 minutes before technically this Readathon starts. I am not participating starting at midnight. Sorry, I'm going to bid. But I wanted to go through my TBR really quickly with you guys. It may change. I don't think it's going to, but we are actually out of town starting tomorrow through Sunday. Tomorrow's Friday for a wedding. So I'm going to take some books with me, and so let's get to that. Sorry, that's my keyboard. I have Death in Door County by Annalise Ryan. Excited for this one. Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. Something in my eye. Ouch, that's not my eyeball. Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. The Swell by Allie Reynolds. Holy Ghost Road by John Mantooth. Corpse Queen by Stacey Rourke. Leech by Huron Ennis. And City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. And the last book I have is Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. So I'm going to try and listen to Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I think I'm going to try and listen to that this weekend, probably on Saturday, but I have a lot of time on Saturday, so I'm also not sure. I'm not in the wedding this weekend. I'm just going. John is in the wedding, so I will be by myself for quite a bit of time. But I am going to be bringing City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. I was recommended by one of you to read this one first, so this is the one I'm going to start with, and I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to start with this one. I think this is going to be my read for tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to bring Corpse Queen, because this book is short. And it's by Stacey Rourke. I believe this is just the one for a short book, if I recall correctly. It's the Death Digger's Handbook, book 1. Not a volume, it's not a graphic novel, it's a book. Met Stacey Rourke. She is a lovely, wonderful human being. She wrote me a cute little note. It says, have fun at Apollycon 2023. I did have fun. Thank you. I think this is the second one I'm going to bring. And then, depending on how hungover everybody is, I kind of want to start... What do I want to start? I think... See, this is where I'm running into problems. I don't know. I think I'm going to bring Love in the Time of Serial Killers. Because honestly, this is one book that I'm a little iffy on, because since I put this on TBR, I've heard mixed things about it. Mostly for people aren't sure if it's actually like a horror book or not. And if it's not a spooky book, then I do need to pick a different one, which is fine. And like I'm sure I'll enjoy this book, but for this readathon, it does need to be a spooky book. So if this isn't spooky, I need to find another one. So maybe I'll bring this one with me. And we'll see if I switch to... maybe I'll switch to Assistant to the Villain if this one isn't spooky enough. This isn't spooky either. This is supposed to be... This is another cute romance, so... But I think... I'm going to bring it with anyways because I want to read it. We're gone for like 2 nights. I'm bringing 4 books. Plus the one I'm reading, which is The Nurse. You can come upstairs, John. You're good. Plus the book that I'm currently reading, which is called The Nurse by Valerie Keogh, which I already said in this video, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I think I'm bringing these with me. We'll see. These are this is the one I'm iffy on bringing, so I'm not... Maybe... I'll either bring that one or I'll bring Vampires of El Norte. Or bring Swan. I don't know. But these two I'm for sure bringing. So we're going to start with these two. I don't know why I'm clapping, but I'm clapping now. Stop it. Stop it. I'm so tired. I need to go to bed. Because I'm going to get up and I got to edit videos and post and do stuff. Luckily we took tomorrow off. But I'm actually honestly tempted to bring Leech with and read Leech next. because I am very nervous for this book because it is advertised as Wuthering Heights with worms, and I didn't like Wuthering Heights. And I'm not a big fan of worms, so we'll see. Especially if they look like that. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of leeches. I know they were the cure-all back in the day, but it's kind of a cool gray color. Anyways, these are the 3 I'm bringing with me, I think. All right, that's it. We're gonna go now. Bye. Welcome to the vlog. It is Saturday, 2nd, I believe. Right? Yeah, Saturday, September 2nd. So it is technically the 2nd day of the readathon. I haven't read a book yet. I also didn't end up posting on Instagram, but it's because yesterday was a travel day, and so I honestly forgot. Like, I have no other excuse. I just forgot. But we did listen to a solid amount, over half, I believe, of Legend of Sleepy Hollow on our way down here. And we're going to listen to the rest on our way back on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So, yes, it's not a long book. Legend of Sleepy Hollow is a short story. But I have coffee. I have hotel coffee right now. And I'm going to start City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't had any coffee yet. I haven't had breakfast. I don't know that I'm going to have breakfast today. I probably should, but I'm really just not feeling it. But yeah, so we're at a casino. The wedding is not taking place here. The wedding is taking place somewhere else, but like dinner last night was here at the casino, and we're staying at the casino, so yeah, it's a whole thing. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to get started on reading. I'm going to play some music, and yeah, we're going to get started on this readathon that I should have already started. This is a pajama shirt, that's why it's like this. That's why I look funny. But I had a good time. I had a good time at dinner, met a lot of people, because we came to this wedding knowing really only the bride and groom and then their parents. And then John knew some of the guys from the bachelor party. But that's it. That's all we knew. So we've met quite a few people. It's been fun. So yeah. All right. I need to get some coffee in me. I think I'm going out to lunch with the guys at some point, honestly. If not, there's a coffee shop down the street that I will be going to, which is fine by me either way. But right now they're going and getting straight shades, and apparently John's very excited to be baby-faced again, so we'll see what happens. But yes, so that's what I got. I'd show you the room, except for it's messy because we slept here. And it gets messy once you slept here. And we just kind of have everything strewn about, so yes. But it's time to read. Okay. All right, I am 50 pages into City of Ghosts. Also, look at this cute little cat. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a cute little cat embossed on the cover. Anyways, hi. So I'm 50 pages in, and this book is actually really cute. It's going to be a really quick, really fast read. I think I read the first 50 pages in like less than half an hour, honestly. It's a very quick read. It is a middle grade. So I realized I didn't actually preface this. So this book, City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab, is the first book in a completed trilogy that follows a girl named Cassidy who is able to see ghosts. She's able to see them. She can't really talk to them as much, but her best friend is a ghost. And well, it feels a little complicated as far as like being able to talk to other ghosts other than this one ghost that she's really good friends with. But at the end of the first section, and this is actually told in the summary, her parents, who are prolific authors of like paranormal experiences, even though they can't see ghosts and they don't know she can, they let her know that their books are being turned into a TV show, and so the family will be moving to Scotland. So in order to shoot this show in Scotland, they're going to be going to Edinburgh, Scotland, which one I'd really, really like to go there. I think that'd be great. But the place that they're going is called the City of Ghosts. So it's just going to be a whole bunch of chaos, I'm sure. But I'm actually only that far in, so it's not, it's a longer book, honestly. For a middle grade, this is 285 pages. Okay, so it's not a long book at all. It's 285 pages. I don't know if I'll finish it today because we do have the wedding today, but I have tomorrow and Monday off, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get through this one, plus Corpse Queen and Leech before Monday, or before the end of Monday at least. Plus, we're going to be listening to Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So, but overall, what I can say is that I'm really enjoying this book. Wow, I have the hiccups, but I'm really enjoying this book. I also wanted to talk very briefly about Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It's not what I expected. I read Legend of Sleepy Hollow years ago, probably over 10 years ago. It's a short story. The audiobook's only like an hour and a half long. But it's very dry. It's very, it's not an action-packed. It's nothing like that, which is interesting because John's going into it from really, what he's seen of Legend of Sleepy Hollow is the Tim Burton, Johnny Depp film, which is very different from the book itself. It's interesting. I'll have more thoughts on it once we finish it, but we're halfway through the audiobook and we haven't even seen the Headless Horseman yet, so we'll see what happens. But yes, so far so good. Doing well. Yay. Alright, so it is the 4th now. It is Monday, September 4th. I have finished 2 books so far for this readathon. I am officially a full book behind. I am like 20 pages into Leech. Not positive on it yet, obviously, because I am 20 pages into the over 300 page book. But I have gathered from what it is not something I want to read at night. And so, since it is just after 10, it is 10:15 at night, I'm going to start A Death in Door County by Annalise Ryan. So I'm going to give this one a shot. This is a Wisconsin book owner and cryptozoologist is asked to investigate a series of deaths that just might be proof of a fabled lake monster. This is the first in a new series, and I am going to give it a shot and see what I think. I'm only going to read for probably like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'm going to bed because I'm really tired, and I still have stuff to do in the morning for work. One thing of which is to ensure that I have a car to get to work. So we'll see how this goes, and let's get started on this book, shall we? I got distracted, which no one is surprised about. It is the 6th of September and I started a new book called My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. Oh my gosh, this book is kind of already really adorable and I'm hardly into it. It's, oh my gosh, it's so cute though. He writes her like handwritten letters. It's, oh my gosh, this dude. It's really cute. Okay, so I'm switching out Love and Time of Serial Killers for this one right now, so that way I can hopefully at least get more than 2 books read for this readathon. I did enjoy the first bit of A Death in Door County. I did enjoy that one, honestly, but I was really craving a romance. So we went to Barnes actually on Sunday, I think it was, and I picked this one up. I'm so excited. It's so fun. So this follows Cassie, who is an artist who's struggling to make ends meet, and she finds an ad in the newspaper, her friend does, or on Craigslist, sorry, of a guy who's renting out, or of someone who's renting out the spare room of their apartment in like a beautiful Chicago neighborhood. It's like $200 a month and it should be several $1,000s or something ridiculous like that just for her to pay half. So she goes and sees, and her roommate is named, what is it? Frederick J. Fitzwilliam. He's a vampire. Like, we know that. We know that from the cover. But, oh my god, he's like He's probably over 200 years old, maybe 300 years old, and he's just like the cutest thing ever. He drinks blood from blood banks, so he actually has bagged blood in his fridge. He made himself a to-do list, and one of the things was buy pretend foodstuffs before she arrives, so that way she doesn't think I'm weird and a vampire. And yeah, so it's all about, I can only imagine it's gonna be their romance, and I'm kind of really excited. So yes, it does play with so many vampire tropes. I know that like this isn't one where the vampires are monsters kind of thing, but I love these kinds of things. They're just so much fun, and this is the kind of mood I'm in right now, so this is what we're reading. Yeah, I'll get back to you when I've read a little bit more, but I do need to go film some stuff and do some other things, so we'll see. I may not get back to you today, but I kind of want to just read this book today because it's fun. As said right here, it's bloody delightful. It kind of is so far. Yep, it's utterly adorable. It's really cute so far. It's just a cute little read. So yes. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I had more footage on that vlog. Apparently, I don't. So, let's do a wrap up! I did not read 9 books. Or 8 books. Or 7, 6, 5, 4. I read 3 books. I read 3 books finished 3 books for this readathon. And honestly, I'm not completely disappointed by this. I read 2 books that I ended up absolutely adoring and loving, and 1 book that I'm a little bit disappointed in, but it wasn't bad. So let's start with the fact that I don't have any of the books on me because I have actually lent them out as of now. But the first book that I read finished was City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. I really loved this book. This is a middle grade, the start of a new series. I gave it, I believe, a 5 out of 5. City of Ghosts, yes, the first book in the Cassidy Blake trilogy by Victoria Schwab. I did give this a 5 out of 5. I absolutely adored this book, and I do plan on finishing the series. In fact, I planned on picking up the second one at Barnes & Noble and have forgotten, because I have ADD and get distracted very easily. But I do plan on hitting up Barnes & Noble soon and picking up the second book and probably the third one as well, just because I can read these books in an afternoon and it was great and I don't mind doing that. The next book that we did finish was, I did finish The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. This is a novella. I gave it a 2.75. Honestly, for the time period, I'm sure it was very surprising and whatnot. Unfortunately, it wasn't what I was looking for. It was very drama-based. It was very based around our main character, Ichabod Crane, trying to impress a woman. And if you've seen any of the remakes of Legend of Sleepy Hollow, be it the Tim Burton one, I'm pretty sure it was Disney who did a cartoon version of it, Ichabod Crane is not a likable character, like, at all. He is not someone that I liked as a character. So that made it very interesting because I expected either the Johnny Depp character or I expected this cartoon character that's been in my mind since I was a kid, and he was not either of those. I also partially expected the Wishbone character from the TV show, if anybody watched those. I'm going to age myself right here, but Wishbone was a show that I grew up on, I absolutely loved, and I still love to this day. It was a brilliant way of teaching kids about the classics. That's not what it was. No. Ichabod Crane is honestly kind of creepy. But it's not a bad book, it just wasn't for me, so I didn't enjoy it. I know John was really disappointed in what it was about. We were expecting more about the Headless Horseman, and honestly, they did the story, the lore of the Headless Horseman in that area, and then it was really just the very, very end that you actually even saw him. So that was the thing. It was fine. But yeah. And then the third book that I did finish for this readathon was I did finish A Death in Door County by Annalise Ryan. This is the first book in a series. I believe the second one comes out this year. I want to say it comes out in like October or something like that. It's about Bigfoot. It's the Monster Hunter Mystery is what the series is called. But yes, the second book, Death in the Dark Woods, comes out in December, on December 12th, so I will probably honestly pre-order that one because I do want to read it. I think it sounds like a lot of fun. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. I did enjoy it, however, there were some bits and pieces of it that just didn't quite work for me. For instance, this was basically our main character is hired on as a cryptozoologist to prove that what's happening up in Door County for these murders that are taking place are not, she's supposed to prove that it's not a lake monster, basically. And some of the things that she does in order to prove this and in order to get, like, proof, like, I'm pretty sure she should have been arrested, like, 4 times at least. Which, that's fine, whatever, it's a book, I can suspend my belief a little bit. Overall, it was a very well done, honestly. I really enjoyed this one. I do plan on reading more by Annalise Ryan, and like I said, I do want to continue with this series. Now let's move on to the books that I started and didn't finish, and honestly still haven't finished. The first one being My Roommate is a Vampire. I started this one, and then I put it down because I couldn't finish it that day where I was really craving that vampire romance kind of humor stuff. And I wasn't in that kind of mood again for a while, and I ended up lending it out, and Callie currently has it, and she absolutely adored it. She's buying her own copy, or she's buying me a new copy. I'm not sure which one. I don't know what we decided on that, but it happens. So I have heard very good things about that one. She also has my copy of Assistant to the Villain, which again, she said is really good, really enjoyed it. So I haven't even touched that one yet. But the last one that I did start was Leech. I'm not positive on Leech yet. I'm still only about 20 pages in, so I can't know for sure. But I think it's reminding me a little bit of T. Kingfisher. And so because of that, I think I might look for the audiobook and see if I can find the audiobook instead and if I can read that. Because I think that would end up being something that I would enjoy a little bit more. So I might do that one instead as an audiobook. So, yes, that's my summary. So, in summary, I kind of failed, but I read 3 books, which, considering I'm averaging reading 5 books a month right now, not too bad considering I read 3 books in the first 10 days of the month. I've actually, as of today, which is the 20th of September, I have read 5 books, and I really enjoyed them. So, I would say that while I didn't succeed at what my original goals were for the readathon, I did succeed as far as getting myself into reading a bit more. Because school did start, there is a lot of reading going into my classes, and a lot of stuff that I have to do each week in order to prep for school and prep for YouTube, and I have work as well, so there's a lot going on right now, but I'm pretty happy with what's happening, so yeah. I'd call that, honestly, I'd do that again. I would definitely do that readathon again. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed kind of jumping into spooky season. It has kind of jump-started my desire for spooky season, and I will be reading, or I will be decorating soon, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this. I know that it wasn't probably what you were expecting as far as a reading vlog goes for this readathon, but I did the thing. I did it. And that is what counts. I'm gonna go with that. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. I really appreciate you guys. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye.